Here's a list of notable and dangerous protests in U.S. history where violence, destruction, or fatalities occurred. These events often reflected deep political, racial, or economic tensions. 1. George Floyd protests, 2020. Location: nationwide. What happened? Protest ignited after George Floyd lost his life during a police arrest. Peaceful protests escalated into riots, looting, and arson in some cities. Fatalities: at least 25 people. Damage: over $1 billion in damages, the costliest civil unrest in U.S. history. 2. Capitol riot, January 6, 2021. Location: U.S. Capitol, Washington, D.C. What happened? Pro-Trump supporters stormed the Capitol to overturn the 2020 election results. Fatalities: 5 lives lost directly due to the incident, injuries reported in the hundreds. Impact: largest investigation in FBI history, over 1,200 arrests. 3. Watts riots, 1965. Location: Los Angeles, CA. What happened? Triggered by a traffic stop and police brutality in a black neighborhood. Fatalities: 34 people. Damage: $40 million in property damage. 4. Rodney King riots, 1992. Location: Los Angeles, CA. What happened? Riots erupted after 4 officers were acquitted for beating Rodney King. Fatalities: 63 people. Cost: close to $1 billion in damage. 5. Kent State shooting, 1970. Location: Kent State University, Ohio. What happened? National Guard opened fire on anti-Vietnam War protesters. Fatalities: 4 students lost their lives, 9 others were injured. Impact: national outrage and further protest escalation. 6. Stonewall riots, 1969. Location: New York City, NY. What happened? Violent resistance to police raid at gay bar, sparking the LGBTQ+ rights movement. Impact: several days of clashes, injuries, and arrests. 7. Chicago Democratic Convention protests, 1968. Location: Chicago, IL. What happened? Anti-Vietnam War protests turned violent. Police cracked down hard. Result: hundreds injured, nationally televised police brutality. 8. Ferguson unrest, 2014. Location: Ferguson, MO. What happened? Protests after the police shooting of Michael Brown. Riots and looting followed. Impact: national spotlight on police brutality and systemic racism. Protests hold power, but when peace shatters, lives are changed forever.